What's going on? It's John. It's Josh. We got a little 2004 Toyota Tacoma. Hit pretty decent. Got some frame damage. Could be pulled, but we got a frame. He is the Toyota man. If you need parts,
just holler at me. Yeah, I'll try to get anything from 84 to 04.
Pretty clean little truck. It's got some dents in it. It's my personal truck. We got a bed we're gonna put on it. I've done all this when I was getting off the trailer.
Right here we're took the tail lights out, slipped the wiring harness out from the bottom, got it out of the way so we could cut one of the rusted bolts down there out. That's where we're at with it.
I done a frame swap on this truck when I first got it. But other than that, it's a super clean truck. It's the 4-wheel drive TRD, SR5, blah blah blah, 3.4, 160,000 miles. The accident wasn't my fault, but his insurance company wanted to say it was. But I seen on a group that I'm in, first gen Toyotas, a guy was having a problem, kind of like mine. About what he called, I guess, the engine cabin or something. We call it apron bin over here. You got your core support. This side's fine, but we got that. I'd rather go in and put the whole thing in clean. Don't go in and cut it and hack it out and go trying to overlap and weld. You got factory welds. Drill them out. Everything will go back factory. We're gonna get some stuff took off his thing, get it loose. He's got a lift at his house. We're gonna take it to his shop, pull the cab off. Then I bring the frame and everything back here with another frame. Swap everything over, run a gear, all the drivetrain. And I'm new to this, first video. Bear with us. And
hey, you want to show them over here where the bed bolts are located? The ones in the rear that we had to cut off, and these up there.
yeah, you got some bed bolts. Go in right here. That's another reason why I'm putting the bed on here. Cab, it's clean. You don't have no bolts. You got some bolts here where these are at. Sorry about the noise. And then
This is what they look like.
yeah, what them 17s?
Yeah, 17 millimeter. They just thread up into the bed instead of like the older models that have a nut and a bolt on all the bed bolts.
But then cab, it's pretty easy. We'll get to that point and I'll cut back in. We're gonna snatch some of this stuff off and we'll get back with you. Alright, getting ready to take the bed bolts out. You got a kick pin on here, it's got some Phillips head screws. Take it out. Already done so. Yeah, take the cab. I'm half asleep. Take the kick panel off. Raise your carpet up here. Got a little black cap. Pop that cap off. There's your 14 millimeter. And underneath you're gonna have a 17 millimeter.
Now 14 in the front, 17 in the back.
Yeah, 14 front on top. And then in the back, let me walk to the side, he's already got it loose. This is all his cab on. These trucks. I didn't bring that here with me. But let's see. See right down in there, it's behind the seat. You don't really have to take a whole lot loose, just pull that little piece of carpet back. You got 17 millimeter right there. You hit it underneath. It's kind of got two little ears on it. I don't know if you can see them. It's got a stop over there. Take the nut off the bottom, that'll spin. And then grab and hold, and they'll pull out. And that'll be your bolt. We'll be back. Okay, we got a little bit tore down. Did take us a few minutes. See the damage. We had to snatch the stuff out. Be careful with your wiring when it's wrinkled up like this. We've got the wires pulled out. Yeah, all this will be cut out. What I wanted to show, somebody was wondering about this. When you go to put this in, you got spot welds. on these trucks, you gotta take this plate off, set it to the side. Don't bend it up, break it, you're gonna reuse it. You got spot welds in here. Take your 2 little bolts out, and you got 2 spot welds on it. Drill that out, and then right here, you're gonna have a seam. People call that tar or whatever, it's seam sealer. Take a wire brush, clean all that off, and it'll expose your spot welds. On here, on the other one, the parts that I got over there to put on, I drilled them, there's holes. On this one, I'll get all the seam sealer off and I'll go in on every spot weld and grind it until it comes off. That way, I'm not drilling a hole, and then when I set the other piece on there, it's gonna have a hole I gotta fill in on the other side of this piece to the cab. Comes out cleaner, neater. Everything will fall back right in place. I've seen people suggest cutting. You know, it's just not the right way. Don't cut it, overlap it, and weld it. You go by your factory welds. You're gonna have this little plate here, got spot welds. Drill those spot welds out. That little plate will fold up. You'll have a few more under it. There's one right here. I don't know if it's picking it up. There's several spot welds in here, and if you take your time with it, clean all this seam sealer out. You take your time with it, and you know, just I like taking a 1/8 drill bit, getting it right in the center of the spot welds, make a pilot hole, and then I use a unibit and go in till just a little over 1/4 inch usually, and as long as you hit that in the center, it'll break that loose, and that'll pop up. You know, of course, same thing on the other side. Yeah, like I showed you here, this is what goes to the cab. I'll use these holes to do my welding, and on the cab itself, you know, it'll be solid. You really need to pull your dash out, your heater boxes and all that stuff, get all the carpet, because there's insulation on the inside of your firewall. You need to get all that clear, so when you go to weld it, it don't catch on fire, because it will. And you got a harness running in here, and then you got a harness runs in here, and it runs right down where you'll be doing your welding, and you don't want that on fire. That's gonna be it on this part. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have it over on the lift. I'll pick up there. I may go ahead and post this video, so a couple people that's looking to do this on the group I'm in, that'll give them kind of an idea. And don't listen to some of the people that's telling them just to cut and splice and all that. You've got to X. You got your fender bolt here, you got a fender bolt there. You take a tape measure, which I got, take out a trim gauge, whatever. You got to X this out from here, from this point to that point. It needs, I'll get the measurements and put them in, but you got to have the correct measurements to those 2 holes. Then you get your gauge, you put it back in that same fender hole, and well, this is wrinkled up. I go by this side, use the lead, like I said, it's been there for a while. It's sitting. You'll go from that fender bolt there. There's other spots, but this is a good one. This is the one that I've got my gauge set to. We've done a few of these lately. Go from that hole and cross it to that fender hole there. All right, and then you're gonna exit from that side to this side. Once you got your other parts in, they need to be within. I mean, if it's more than 1/8 of an inch off, I'm gonna tweak my side. You don't do it in the back, 'cause that's gonna be at your factory spots. But you may have to take your front mounts loose, and you just move that front end a little bit. Not the whole cab, just front end. The stuff, once it's loose, It don't take a whole lot, and you can move it side to side until you get this section out. But like I said, from that point to that point, make sure it's, like I said, I had to get the measurements. I'm sorry I don't have them yet, but they need to be right. And then once that's right, that's when you X out. If you don't X everything out, you're not gonna have good fender gaps. It's your hood gaps are not gonna line up. Your bumper's not gonna line up. Your headlights are not gonna line up. Nothing will line up. If it's not X'd out, it'll give you a fit. Get the best fit, measure, X it out. But I should see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, if not tomorrow, today's Tuesday, February 1st, I believe. Probably see you Thursday. And hopefully we have this at Josh's shop and on his lift, getting the cab took off. See y'all then. Appreciate it.